Oh yeah, I wouldn't have even done a mushroom head thing anyway.
Yeah. So let's see how this goes. I think it's getting ready to alert people that we are live. There it is. I see it.
Sweet.
So there we go. I'm going to share this on my page. All right, live on Brew Speak Pod podcast page for announcement. Cool. Well, and the other thing too is eventually, I guess, if people come into this, because you can invite a bunch of people, is that in theory we can see the comments and so forth. Like I see someone's watching right now.
Cool.
And let's see if I can.
This is cool. I've always wondered how we were going to be able to do like both of us on Facebook at once.
Yeah, this is the best way I can figure out is paying someone else money to do it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, I mean, this is going to set the world on fire as far as people watching or whatever. But
hey, the world's on fire, man.
Hey, kind of is. But we just got done recording intros for 2 new episodes. First being with who was it? Oh, Davey Gross from Pop People. And,
that's right. Yeah, I was like, we do episodes, we do things
with Davey from Pop People and Corey from Trivium. But the bigger thing to announce is we have a website. It is live.
It is right now. You can go to it right now.
I'm going to see if I can share the screen and see how that goes. And So right now, this is weird.
What's
I'm
that?
Gonna just seeing it on the
this is kind of weird, kind of different.
Yeah, but as you can see, I think I'll see in the delay here in about 20 seconds. Yeah, there we go. All of our episodes are presented on the podcast page, as well as all the awesome graphics that Samantha Niddle has been making for us over the last about month and a half, 2 months now.
Yeah, they're cool. I like the design. It's very uniform.
And we also have a link to our Patreon, which, you can join for $1, $3, $5, or more. We have a couple episodes already done. So if you want to donate and check out some extra content, we got that in droves. We have a section all about the news we've made over the years of doing this show. So that's pretty cool. Links to our merch, which we got our buttons. Those are pretty rad, I think. I would like to see more people buy those, so they are out of my house. Furnace Fest isn't happening this year, but doesn't mean we can put it toward other things.
Absolutely.
Our lovely Teespring store with our logo on. God, anything you could possibly want. I mean, we don't have condoms yet.
Not yet, but I mean that's like that's in the 6-month plan at least.
Yes. One of the things I really enjoyed having a friend work on is our About Us. Selena, I'm kind of bad with last names. Fagrassi, I believe is how you say her last name. She's a publicist that we deal with quite a bit. Kind of wrote this up for us, kind of talking about the show and a little bit about the lineage of it. And that was greatly appreciated. Our lovely, lovely sponsors has been great. And then something I had added today, actually, as you'll see, is the Our Friends section. What's that? Is that discography discussion I see? Are you watching the lag?
Yeah, sorry, it didn't pop up. Oh yeah, wow, that is discography discussion right there. Yeah. I need to totally like make a Discuss Metal one, but I can't do graphics.
Oh, I didn't do this. My friend.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at my old logo that I've been looking at for like 3 years, and I'm like, oh my god, like I don't know about it.
Yeah, but the lovely folks, Purple Jen, who created Mosh Pit Nation and kind of gave us the start for the podcast on a platform that wasn't just our own. She created this website, put a lot of time and energy into this over the last few months. Our good friends over at Good Company with Scott Bowling, can't forget them. And of course, the Talk to Me podcast. Doesn't mean that we don't appreciate any other podcasts or other platforms, but these are kind of the ones that we consistently have worked with over the years.
For $800, we will put your podcast or show in that blank space.
Hey, you know what? It's a good thing you brought that up. We do have a donation button. I set up a thing to accept donations. Obviously, you're looking at a website that took probably 3 months?
Something like that. Yeah, it was a minute.
Yeah, it took about 3 months to get this. And that's securing the name, getting everything all squared away. And it's a thing where this, we have a lot of costs associated with this.
Yeah.
So if you, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing the screen now. But if you would like to donate, you are more than able to now. And it is a thing where we would greatly appreciate it. Maybe get Dan one of these lovely microphones that I'm using currently. Not to say there's anything wrong with what he's got. It actually sounds a lot better than most.
Yeah, no, it sounds really good. It's a lot better than those $20 mics that you were using from Target.
Amazon. Get it right.
I mean, 2 days and you're good.
Yeah. But it's one of those things where I feel like the podcast is legit and official now.
Yeah, it's starting to feel that way for sure. It's definitely a weird feeling. I remember in the early days of this and in my other podcasts, it being very somewhat oh, I'm just having fun. Nobody actually is watching or listens or cares or sees any of this stuff. And so it's funny now looking at the amount of detail that we try to kind of put into the presentation and all of that. It's a very different world. It's nice to care, I guess.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. It's a thing where this is just, it's so wild because it's there was so much stuff we've talked about wanting for this podcast and where we've envisioned the podcast to go. And, a website, I was jealous of you guys. Talk to me. Everyone had a website other than this. And it was just fuck, man, what do I want out of a website for us? And I think it's been a lot of fun to work with Jen so closely on creating something that I think is on brand for us. I love how she integrated all of our color scheme, our wacky color scheme.
Yeah.
And, like I said, adding Samantha on in the last couple of months to make graphics for us has been, I think, takes it a little bit further as far as just being professional looking. And, I'm just kind of hoping a lot of people go and check it out. I mean, like I said, a lot of time and energy was spent on this website. So I'm hoping people check it out and enjoy it. And maybe we'll kind of add more stuff as time goes on and we kind of figure out extra things to put on there. But doing this, I kind of want to maybe do something like this with Dan to where, I think we're ahead again after this episode that we just did or episodes. So I'd kind of like to do a weekly one of these for maybe 15-20 minutes once a week where we just kind of bullshit about what's going on.
Yeah, because we had talked about, before really, I guess pre-COVID, we had kind of talked about maybe doing a midweek show that was just us kind of talking about things in the news or, whatever was going on with the music world or just whatever we just really felt like talking about. And, we thought about, well, maybe we could put that out as an episode, but something like this, it almost seems more natural for it.
I mean, typically we're already doing shit like this anyway, so it's not that big of a deal
Absolutely.
to put this on. So these are the kind of things you can also expect over on our Patreon. Typically, instead of Dan and I interviewing people, we just sit there and bullshit with each other for about an hour. Excuse me. We have top 10 lists or top 5 lists about, some of our favorite songs, movies, so on and so forth, video game franchises.
Yep.
So maybe that'll be an easy way to create some more content for over there. I will say, since I forgot to do it on the 2 episodes we've been doing, where's my camera at? That's my other hand. So it's over here. I got a box of beer from Mark from Nothing More, finally.
Nice.
And he sent me this Supernaut peanut butter and jelly beer from Fourth.
I'm sorry, I don't know how you guys drink those peanut butter and jelly beers.
Oh, dude, he sent me a a sour pickle beer, which I will try. I'm not gonna look forward to it, but I will try it.
So gross.
Yeah, I assume I'm gonna take a sip and be like, nope. But while I'm done with that one, basically, because all these beers I can't get out here. Most of these are all from the where's this one from? Oklahoma. So these are mostly like southern beers that I can't get out here. So this is a rainbow sherbet. When that comes into focus, and it is a sour rainbow sherbet beer.
You should just shotgun all of them and give us like real time reactions.
I'm gonna crack this guy open right now. Oh, it smells interesting. It's actually not that bad. That does taste like rainbow sherbet.
Huh.
Surprising. I don't really like sour ale, so that is actually surprising.
That's cool.
And you didn't like the Lamb of God beer.
I didn't. I didn't know if I was allowed to talk about that. So I got my Ghost Walker in, and I had very high hopes based on the interviews that I've read and listened to, and there's a few reviews for it out there, and I don't know if I got a bad batch or what the deal was, but this tasted like beer flavored club soda to me.
You got the White Claw beer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just being real here. I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything. I'm sure a lot of people did a lot of hard work to come up with this beer, but it just did not taste good to me, and definitely felt more club soda-y than anything else. And I didn't hate it necessarily, but I didn't personally feel like I was drinking an IPA. Like, that was supposed to be an IPA. IPAs are known for being very strong, and some of them are known for being very bitter, which is more what I prefer. And this just kind of like, for instance, I hate Goose IPA, and like I like Goose IPA more than I liked this one.
Talking about the 312 or the
No, they just have a Goose. No, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of Stone IPA.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's gross.
My bad. Not Goose. Yeah. But it's not a great IPA, like, by any stretch. But I would have taken that over this, hands down. I mean, this didn't even taste like beer to me, which, I mean, I guess in a certain sense it really isn't. So there's that. Like, it's not about alcohol content. Like, I don't really care about that, but I do. The reason I like beer is because I like intense flavor, and that's why I like IPA and I like craft beers. And so, I mean, this thing, on the outside looks like a craft beer, like it's a non-alcoholic craft beer, but it's funny. I asked you a question whenever we were doing that Lamb of God episode recently. I asked, like, wouldn't you be worried that if your non-alcoholic beer tasted too good, it could cause somebody that stopped drinking to start drinking again? And now I know the answer. Like, this is not going to cause you to relapse. So you got that going for you 100%. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where to go from there. I feel like I'm being super negative, and like, I absolutely love the concept. I love the cans. I love, all of that. But like, I don't know, man. Like, could you guys have come out with like a craft tea or a craft?
Well, the coffee is coming.
The coffee will probably be fantastic, But I just, unless they like make a decaf coffee too, like I just, I don't know, man. It was not a home run for me. It's the thing that it's probably the one thing that has come from Lamb of God that I've enjoyed the least. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. I liked it. I don't know if I got a bad batch, if I got a good batch, I should say. If you got a bad batch, I guess that's kind of an interesting thing about beer is, some people can love something and others fucking hate it. So it is kind of whatever it is, but I would almost be interested to try one of your cans and then be like, oh no, this was not what it tasted like when I had it.
Yeah, I might maybe I'll send you one, because it definitely is different. It has to not, like, because I think the first thing that I texted you after I tried it out, I was like, I don't think it's supposed to taste like this. you know. Like it's almost like it's not mixed. Like there's more water in it than anything else. And yeah, it just wasn't great.
Yeah. But no, I think we're gonna try to do this. But the main thing we wanted to do was we wanted to have everyone know that basically that the website is live, BrewSpeakPod.com. Huge thanks to Jen Lorinsky, Purple Jen. She did a phenomenal job on this website. I can't speak highly enough of her. And honestly, all the people that came together to help put the website together in various facets. So huge thanks to everyone that did that. I hope you all enjoy it. I hope you've been enjoying the podcasts. I have been getting a couple of comments from people who have been like, you guys are providing us with an outlet to kind of, tide some time during the quarantine and so forth. And I personally hadn't really thought about it like that.
Yeah.
But the weird thing is like I feel that way about the podcast I listen to, but it's weird because I don't think of us contributing the same way.
Yeah, I agree. I'm very much the same way. Like people are always like, "Oh, your podcast has really helped me out through this hard time," and I'm always like, "Oh, really?" Like, not because I think that like what we do sucks, but it's just it's weird. It's weird thinking about yourself in the same context as other stuff that you listen to, and
right.
It's different. It's a weird, different feeling that you just kind of have to get used to, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely weird to kind of think that way. And I mean, congratulations to Discography Discussion and Talk to Me podcast and the Classic Metal Show podcast. Like,
yeah,
so many of you guys are cracking into these foreign markets and breaking into the iTunes top 100, top 50 things. Not so much us. We kind of hit a lull in the last couple of weeks, but I think we got some good episodes, and I think we got a lot of cool shit coming. I think we've been consistent.
Well, that's all right. I'll put in a good word for us. I'll put in a good word for you, in Finland, which seems to be where I've got the most influence.
And what is it, Denmark?
Yeah, Denmark, something like that. We actually have for Discography Discussion. We actually do have quite a few listeners from Finland that do talk to us. So I mean, it's not for nothing.
And yeah, man, I just want to say, like, it's been a really incredible couple weeks for us. We may not have like the most downloads ever. We may not be like in the news all the time currently, but we got a new theme song by Tom Smith of the Acacia Strain. Thank you so much for that. That thing kicks ass. Excuse me. Website is done finally. I've been working on that thing, and yeah, I just this right here, what we're doing is one of the last pieces of the puzzle I've been trying to get to work. And I've been really awkwardly doing these by myself, trying to get everything to work. So I suckered Dan into doing it with me to try to get this off the ground, because it's something that we want to kind of start doing too, and creating extra content that's really easy to do. I mean, typically we're already doing this anyway.
I agree.
So it's easy to do this once a week, and I think we're ahead of schedule again. So potentially this might be another avenue that we are able to. It's full transparency. We have so much content. I don't think we've done a podcast in like a month almost.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
I'm doing one tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm doing one on Thursday. I think that'll be the first one I've done in like over a month.
Yeah.
And you did the one with Mantric, which I still haven't listened to.
Yeah, that's all right.
But no, I think these will be a fun alternative, and if we can kind of figure these out a little bit better, maybe we'll start doing some, instead of Instagrams, we'll start doing these live with some of the people. Maybe if we can figure it out to do the one with Phil from All That Remains. Dan can actually talk to him in real time.
That'd be cool. I haven't talked to him in real time last time. It's just,
That's true.
It was just on a 2-inch phone screen, Fine.
Hey, man, my porn looks immaculate on that 2-inch screen.
I'm sure it does, man. Ultra high def.
But all that said, we're going to wrap this up. We'll do this again maybe next week.
Yeah.
And we'll grab a beer to actually try each on it, as well as, you'll hear it on the episode. So we might already be drinking the beer, but so hopefully more of you guys will watch. We'd like to see some more participation We see Joseph's comment down here at the bottom of the screen where it says, "Enjoy listening to the podcast while hanging out and chopping wood."
That's awesome. Thank you for that.
Absolutely, and I'm actually stoked that this all works pretty well.
I know. Like I was expecting because this is something we were just going to try out and see if it works, but it's working all of a sudden. Like I'm not used to stuff just working out of the box. So
well, I put in the horrible legwork where I
there you go.
Where I your fear of looking stupid or whatever. I did all that first.
Right.
I did. So I crawled so you can walk, or I walked so you can crawl or run. However that goes.
Beautiful.
All right. Well, I'm going to enjoy my pen and go to bed. So I will talk to you probably tomorrow.
All righty.
And look for the episode on Sunday with David Gross of Pop Evil. It's a good chat. So we will talk to you guys another time.
All right. See ya.